Sorry to interrupt your musics. The tunes. As I was saying on the chat box earlier, I think it's on the plant now, innit? I mean, it said like tanker plant and then tanker and then plant, so I assume like... Is that the only 2 parts to the game? How long's this last bit? If it's only those 2 parts to the game and like 3 hours for the tanker and then like... How long's this plant? Brip! Before I even go in, sweet! Donation is more... Wait a minute. Donation is more than just for Metal Gear Solid 2. It's for years of entertainment with all your HTSFs. I can only hope you continue to stream quality content like we've all come to expect and love. Keep it up, man. Very kind words, sir. Very kind. And most generous. From Azul. Thank you very much, dude. Again, a good way to start before I've even loaded the game. Just like yesterday, before I even got in there. Oh, Tanker was just a prologue. Ah. Plant is the main game. Ah, I see. I see. Because I was like, damn, I'm doing good. I've got this Metal Gear shit down now. Metal Gear shit, that's what the abbreviation stands for. That's how much I own the Metal Gears. Which is just laughable in it, because I'm so fucking bad at these games. We read this yesterday. Both products of World War II grew up together. As soon as they went to college, they drifted apart.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole.
Who said it? That wasn't something that said, of course. Who was that?
Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the big shell under complete control.
Brup! 2 helicopters, brup!
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Elsewhere, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
So is this the bit where you play, Raiden now?
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell.
Seems so. I don't think Snake has blonde hair.
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have 2 mission objectives.
2?
1. Infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2. Disarm the terrorists by any means necessary.
Well, that sounds alright. I thought they were big daddies or some shit then.
You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
Sweet, different character. This looks pretty cool though.
This is Snake. I'm now inside
That's not a snake at all.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
Is that just a code name for whoever's doing that shit for Foxhound or whatever?
I
don't know the Metal Gear story and lore.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the big shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden.
Must have said Raiden,
You've already
right?
covered infiltration
Rather than
and
like
VR
Raiden.
training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part.
Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the back button.
I did the
When we
tank a
need
bit.
to reach you, contact you. The codec will beep.
Alright, Colonel.
When you hear that noise, press the back button.
I know.
The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your
I'm sure I've
ear.
been told this as well.
No one but you will be able to hear
Said that in
it.
the first game, didn't
All
it?
right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First,
Oh.
make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Sounds uncovert. Who the
Your
fuck
new
uses an
suit
elevator when they're in a
uses
covert mission?
electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
So, is he harder than Snake if he's got all
The
that
hatch
suit
with
and
a
shit?
circular
Seems pretty hard.
handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Bet just made a lot of people angry by saying a very looks hard. Harder than Snake. He's got a suit! Snake didn't have no suit. He has a funky, weird cartwheel. Cockroaches on the wall that you can punch and get rid of. See, look, he's got fucking infrared built in. Cockroach vision. Punch the cockroaches. No, what are you doing, lining cockroaches? Right, here we go. Try again. First person, punch cockroaches. Hey, it didn't duo, but still, I like to think it did. What you doing? Yeah, build up those cake tins. Nothing in that one. Nothing in that one either. Oh well, at least I got one cake out of it. Wait a minute. It's very conspicuous around here. Not inconspicuous, conspicuous. I think it'd be a goodie or something, but wait a minute. You do it. What? No, you must. That didn't work. Oh well, fuck it. Through the door. Get him! What's that? That want me looking around, I swear to God. What? Boo! You can't call him every time there's one enemy.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all
Brup.
his equipment is
Makarov?
Russian
Brup.
made.
Must be a Gerlukovich man.
Gerlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Same as yesterday, dudes. I'm in kind of like meter build mode. Once it fills up a little bit, I'll read out the tips and stuff like that, or every half an hour or something like that. We a little mini break. Whichever comes first. Don't be wasting me here. Fighting game rule 101. A snake. That's the other guy that cut the hole in the fence, isn't it?
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.